Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing some more Rayman 2 Revolution, and we are heading into the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. We're gonna be here a while. Alright then. Nothing hidden straight off the bat. In the Dreamcast version, I think it gave you a good view of this canyon where you could see like a volcano. But anyways, we've got red lums over lava, and a yellow one, and a cave over lava. What does this mean? Warning! Labyrinth! If you get lost, contact Robo-Rooters immediately. Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't know labyrinth meant maze, so I thought he was insulting me, calling me Labyrinth. He's like, warning, Labyrinth! Anyways, let's just take care of these pirates here, because there's a lot of them, as always in this version. Ow! Anyways, if you look down there, there's a cage there that's not in the PS1 version of the game. A lot of side paths in this level weren't in the PS1 version, because the PS1 version had short levels, and this level is absolutely huge. Anyways, we just freed a purple lum there. And there's another patch we can destroy. Right over there. Which is not being cooperative. Let me try from over here. There we go. And we can get another purple lum. Which just lets us get this stronger fist. Not really that important, but still nice to have, definitely. That was really close. Anyways, we've got a checkpoint. Little mini fight there, wasn't much to it. There's a path that way that we can't seem to get to from here. So it's not much of a labyrinth so far. I mean, we've seen a lot of ways to go, but we've only been able to go one way. But that changes now with a pretty big staple of the Rayman games, plums.
Jump to get onto the plum and shoot to go forward. Warning, the plum moves in the opposite direction to the one you fired it. If you want to grab it, stand in front of it. You can throw it in the air by pressing the cross button. And you can throw it in front of you by pressing the square button. The plum lets you move on lava as well as water. And why not stick one on a post? When it's far away, shoot it to make it move. Don't hesitate to use it against your enemies.
So that was a lot to take in about the plum, but yeah, you can ride around on it, have it hop over lava, which means it's backtracking time to go all those other ways. Now right now the plum physics don't feel that bad, which is kind of funny because I remember them being awful in this version of the game. But we're also not at the awful part yet. Thankfully, I know more about this version now than I did when I first played through it. So I already know that I'm not gonna have to suffer as much as I did then, because well, there's one part of the plum riding that's gonna be really difficult to get all the lums on, but I don't have to get all the lums on it my first time through, because sadly we are gonna have to return to this level later after getting another power-up, but that power-up will make getting those lums a lot easier. So I'm just not gonna worry about getting those certain lums on my first playthrough of this level. But like I said, yes, we are gonna have to do this massive level twice. But a lot of this massive level is just, you know, side paths that you're not going to need to play through on a replay. Plus, the power-up that we need to get everything is likely going to make this level a lot easier. Stick that on there, it'll fall off eventually, and be ready to catch it. And that's how you get this plum down here to where you need it to be. Then you throw it straight up, and then you can just hop on it and use it as a stepping stone to get up. And here's that cage we saw earlier through that, you know, little bouncy rope. So there's our first of 8 cages. I mean, look at this level. 8 cages and 80 lums. That's insane. Also, this is the type of lava you can bounce on. You may have seen that pure orange lava in that room I was just in. Yeah, you can't bounce on that. You go in there, you die. Oh my gosh. I'm already seeing issues with this version's plum physics. The thing is, like, in the other versions of Rayman 2, you can just spam your shots and go in a direction really fast, and maybe my issue here is that I don't have a rate of fire upgrade, but even then, I don't think I'd be going that fast in the direction I want. What was a red lum doing? I'm pulling them in from somewhere. Anyways, we've got this path to go on now, and we can't cross this gap. To get through here, we need the same power that we needed in Whale Bay. So, yeah, we can't do that right now. We will have to save that for later. Anyways, that's enough digressing. Time to get back on the right track. That was a Matt Foley reference. Back on the right track. Get out of here. I'm facing the opposite way of where you were coming from. And his feet were totally in the lava there. Get out of here. No. Go away. Go away. Giant spider webs mean giant spiders. We've established this already. Does that mean there'll be some in this level? Maybe. Now here, Sanctuary of Stone and Fire is to the right. And on the PlayStation 1 version, that was the only way you could go. But on the other versions, you have this optional left path, which also leads to the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire, just to a different segment of it. So yeah, there's some ledges above us we can't really get to. And we have this hole to go in. It doesn't look like there's any lums to pick up around here or anything. So let's just head on in. Now, the majority of this segment here actually was in the PS1 version of the game. It was just as part of the main path rather than on its own side path. But yeah, this is a pretty significantly sized side path. That's completely optional. I want to shoot these stalactites down, which I believe disappear after a while, yeah. But then I believe they grow back. Yeah, they just pop out like that. Got a few cages to get. I mean, look at this. Multiple checkpoints on an optional side path. That is the sign of a pretty major side path. You gonna go away, fire? Okay, I guess I'll just jump over you. Oh, and now we get to go on a ride down some lava rapids. That sounds safe. Oh, hey, it's the bats from the loading screen. They do exist. Were they in any other version? Oh, I hit one. Can they hurt me? They didn't hurt me, but I wonder if they could have. Oh gosh, there's fire being spit at me. Yeah, we are now into territory that's not in the PS1 version. And fire is being spit at me and I don't like it. Look, there's piranhas and eggs on the wall. Ow! Oh, there's a little spider. Well, it wasn't a giant spider. But the fact that the camera is in a web is not comforting. Oh, gosh darn it, another little spider got me and I lost my strong fist. We would want a strong fist if we were up against giant spiders. Where am I? Oh yeah, here, we're on this segment now. This segment has everything that I remember, but It's in a different order than what I remember, but I'm probably just remembering wrong, and it's probably not actually any different from usual. Ah, this room. We've got 3 choices, left, middle, and right. Let's pick all the wrong choices. Oh, there's a cage in that one. I guess that's a right choice. And it gives us a stronger fist, which, you know, as I said earlier, is something we definitely want when facing not a giant spider. I thought there were like 2 giant spiders in this area. I guess that's just different in this version. I thought they were in there and in there. Maybe there's just one and it's in here. Yeah. Hey, giant spider. How's it going? Wow, I do a ton of damage to it. What the heck? That's great. I don't know how I got so strong, but I'm glad. Because, yeah, the last giant spider we fought was before Globex gave us the double damage upgrade. Plus, we have our golden fists now. But still, I didn't think we'd do that much damage to it. You saw how many hits it was taking before. And now time to lose our golden fists, because, oh my gosh, this segment. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Yeah, I don't know how to get over that segment. That always gives me so much trouble. Okay, so we can jump without jumping off of him. So let's just do that. This loop is a little awkward, but... I mean, I was running through the middle there, but... yeah, this part has always been really awkward for me, but... it seems like I'm learning its tricks and I'm getting good at it, because my gut says that this is gonna be the successful... Why would I even say anything? Why would I do that to myself? Never listening to my gut again. Alright, well my gut says I'm gonna lose, so that means, you know, I'm not gonna listen to my gut, right? That's how that works, right? That is how that works. Awesome. And now we're back out here, but on the higher ledges. So let's get whatever's up here. Any stray lums? Whatever we can get before we jump back down. There's nothing up here, is there? Well, it was still important to go through there for all the stuff that was in that section. I'm just kind of surprised there's nothing actually up here. Oh well, whatever. Let's get back on the right track. So it said this way is the sanctuary of stone and fire. So here we're going the way we actually need to go. Is my plum still down there? I can hear it bouncing. It is still there. But yeah, if I rode the plum, it would just go down around this little lava river here. We'll just stay up here. We've only got 2 more cages to get. And remember, we can't do everything in this attempt. I'm surprised that we've got so much when we've still got a lot left. Well, I mean, first of all, just take a look at our lum total. We still need a lot more lums. Oh yeah, I remember what to do. Look away from them so they think they can eat you and instantly kill you. Which they almost did. But just look away from them and they'll come for you. Then you can get them. Alright, that was simple enough, but I also knew what to do, so you know, I could see that fight giving people a pretty hard time, just not knowing how to damage him. So, we've got enough familiar spirits for another minigame with Lee. And I thought we were going to the sanctuary. It looks like we're leaving. Ah, well, that's fine. Who needs a mask anyways? Whoa! Yep, here's the sanctuary. Yeah, if we look up from here, we can actually see we're not that far from the surface. But, darn it, Plum, come back! Now I gotta catch another Plum. Anyways, this is the part where the Plum physics of this version suck. You know, they're not being as bad as I remember. Because I remember that I could barely affect the trajectory of the plum at all. So, who knows, maybe something was just wrong with my controller back then? I'm probably using the same controller now as I was back then. Maybe I encountered some sort of glitch that just was happening non-stop for some reason, I don't know. But this plum does not control anywhere near as poorly as I remember. So maybe I will go for the lums, at least until the plum controls start sucking. That was close. That's a red lum, I don't need to worry about it. I remember that part always being really hard to get around, let alone, you know, getting the lum as well. Yeah, another issue with this is that when you touch the walls, you bounce really far away from it. Whereas, you know, in the other versions, you could bounce along the walls. Like, they were basically just like more lava to bounce on. It wouldn't bounce you away from it. So you could just stay up on the walls if you wanted to. Okay, this is actually giving me some trouble, more like what I was expecting. Like, this section is hard enough to get through on this version, let alone get all the lums on in your first run through. Like, this section is so much easier on every other version of the game. Like, look at that. I was trying to go to the right, and I just could not get over. It has to be something to do with the rate of fire. The fire rate of this level is much higher than mine. I'm definitely gonna get a game over on this level, because this part is just insane. I remember this taking me ages the first time I got through it. It would be nice if I could at least get the red lums to keep me going, but that's asking a lot. I just don't know how to get through this section. Like, I'm legitimately not sure if Ubisoft really tested this part. You know, after changing the whole rate of fire thing. Like, how do you get through there? That's just insane. No, no, oh, come on. It hopped over the corner that I was planning on bouncing off of. That's not the direction I wanted to go. Okay, game. So I don't have to get those lums again, do I? Not that it matters, since, you know, I was planning on getting these lums on a later run anyways. Doesn't look like I have to get them again. It looks like I start at half health, or maybe my original full health. when I come back from a game over. But yeah, this part is just insane. It's so much easier on literally every other version of the game. Because on those versions, you can just spam your shots to get where you want to go. Why? Come on! And it doesn't push me in quite the direction I would expect it to, you know? Like, the angle seems slightly off from what I think it's gonna be. And it's just so unpredictable. How am I supposed to aim this precisely? I have no idea how long I'm gonna be stuck on this section. But this is awful. No, come on, Plum. I just couldn't get off the wall there. It wouldn't let me go over that far. No, I pushed it to the right and it just bounced back to the left. Like, its natural bounce is stronger than what I can push. Come on, game. Like, it's just such a narrow passageway. How am I supposed to precisely go across that path and also bounce at the perfect rate to do that? Never mind the stupid lum that's up there that I really don't care if I get or not. See, like, for the most part, I would say this is probably the best version of the game. But this level is the big reason why I have always considered, you know, the Dreamcast version to be the best one instead. This level just is not good on PS2. And it's a shame, because otherwise this would be the best version of the game. I mean, it'd be better, you know, if it also had the Glowbox Village, you know, because then it'd have, like, well, not all of the exclusive content. You know, I want them to make as close to a definitive version of Rayman 2 as possible. As well as for, like, all the other Rayman games. the games are so different that it'd be, like, the versions are so different that it'd be impossible to make a truly definitive version. But I want them to include as much as they can. Give us the 2D prototype level from the PS1 version. Oh my gosh, and give me my plum. Well, this is infuriating. Thank you, I thought that one was just gonna fly by. Unlike what I'm about to do. You've got to be kidding me. How do I make it across that? Please stop knocking the plum around. I can't hold a charge forever, but charge shots might help here. That didn't help at all. That didn't go at all in the direction I pushed it. Why? Why did it work that way? That makes no sense. Stop falling in the corners. There's nothing I can do about that. That's not the direction I pushed it, but okay. I just don't understand how to do this. This is awful. Oh my gosh, I made it around. Please don't die after this. Lots of health to heal me for all those times I died, even though I did this just after a game over, so... You know, I was at full health. But I got a checkpoint, which will stay good as long as I don't actually lose all of my health. So I think we're in the clear. Granted, there's still more lava stuff to worry about like this, but we've gotten past the hardest jump. Okay, finally made it through that section. I don't want to know how long that took. I really don't. Okay, let's get up here. There's a checkpoint there that I may or may not want to take right now. So there's a cage. Where is it? I should be able to see it from here, shouldn't I? Or maybe not. It's a cage that wasn't in the PS1 version. If I don't take the checkpoint, I'm pretty sure I'll just respawn at the part where I dropped in here, which is basically the same place. So I'm gonna save that checkpoint for later. I'll just head across here, head backwards to the area that's not in the PS1 version, and get that cage. I really can't see what's going on from this angle. Like, I really have no clue where those lums are. There we go, grabbing onto that wall gave me a better angle. Still not a good one, but a better one. Okay, let's get that cage. And glide down. This is where our plum was taking us. That looks like a red lum to me. But yeah, that lava spot there, not this one, but the one just back there, we went between these two lava spots to get into that little cave. So that's where we are. And then we see there's lava stuff, there's like little lava tunnels down there to take our plum somewhere. And now we're at the little triangles section. We've got one of these balls, which we know what to do with these now. We haven't seen the pyramid we need to put it into yet. But still, we know how these work. So we know we need to take it with us. Get out of here. I can't carry this around while you're following me. Get rid of these big fuzzy caterpillars. And we're through the triangles. And that purple lum is just to take you back up if you didn't take the orb with you. Okay. So now there's that plum. And we get that over to us just by shooting it. Which makes sense. Now the part that doesn't make sense. So pressing X throws it straight up, right? Yeah, how does that make any sense? That's not how physics work. But that's what you gotta do. We have changed something. The blue orb is up there, the blue pyramid's down there. And there's Umber, the Colossus, the guardian of the Sanctuary of Stone and Fire. We had to fight Axel. Will we have to fight Umber as well? Well, no you don't, because see, in the PlayStation 1 In the PlayStation 1 version of the game, you actually get cutscenes talking about how, like, the Teen Caesar Lee or whoever actually tried contacting the Guardians, and they may or may not listen, but Umber was willing to listen. But yeah, right up there, that's where our plum went when it goes through those one tunnels I was talking about before. But anyways, at this point we've got a little slide here. We gotta chase that purple lum that we saw go by. And we're gonna need to use that purple lum at the proper time. For now though, we wanna focus on getting the yellow lums, which we've done a good job of. Use our purple and then chase another purple. It's good to use the brake on those slides. And here we are, back up here. I was a little surprised to have already got into that slide section, because the part where I said, oh, that's where the plum was supposed to take us, you were supposed to get there from going through that door we already went through earlier, where the plum first disappeared. Because that thing was supposed to rotate and you go down in, but they cut that out in this version. They just skipped over that, because that's why I left the green lum there before, was because I thought we were going to have to go back there. But I guess not, but now that there's a purple lum here, we can get everything we need up here, including that blue sphere. But yeah, so if you think this guy's face looks familiar, that's because we saw it as an Easter egg near the end of the Fairy Glade. Anyways, he's gonna help us out here. He's gonna let us ride on his head. And he sacrifices himself, slowly sinking into the lava. And then it goes out of cinematic mode, so that you can jump off of him in time. But on the PS1 version, he doesn't sink into the lava, and you get to say your goodbyes to him. And also on the PS1 version, this level actually has a boss, being Ninjaws, but that's only in the PS1 version. This level doesn't have a boss on any other version, sadly. But do not miss your lums. Okay, there's no lums to miss here on this version. Good. Just that red one. Well, that level took 50 minutes. Aren't you glad that's one we're gonna have to replay? Thankfully, the replay won't take anywhere near as long as that, thanks to a certain power-up we'll have, and the fact that we won't have to go on the side paths, and the fact that the part that took us forever will be easy. Yeah.
You have found the second mask. Good, Rayman. You're getting closer to your goal. Just 2 more masks and I will awaken. Be careful. The rest of your quest will be even harder.
But hey, I've got good news. 1, we don't have to do the bonus level yet. And 2, you got goat's remains. Okay.
There are more and more pirates. Clark might be able to help you. Hurry along and join him. He's waiting for you next to the Skull's Cave.
Interesting. What exactly are we gonna be doing? I'm not sure, but, you know, for now, this video's been super long. I'm just gonna buy what I can, and I'm not even gonna do Lee's thing yet. Well, the only thing I can buy is run with load, so I guess we'll do that. And there's no bonus thing there, so all I haven't bought is just the rate of fire stuff, which would have been helpful in that level, and also fun, which I can't buy. You can't buy fun. Although, I mean, I've bought a lot of video games, so I guess you can buy fun.
Clark's waiting.
But yeah, so that's gonna be it for this video. In the next video, we'll try out Lee's challenge and then keep going further. We'll see what Clark's up to. I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.